Hi, welcome to Tech Time. Happy Veterans Day. So, as you celebrate Veterans Day and think of those who have served our country and honor them, uh, today we're going to have a special Tech Time. Not Veterans Day related, but definitely I hope to be a helpful one. We're going to be looking at Business Documents 101. So, I'm going to show you how to make a letterhead, how to do some memos and other important business type documents. And then we'll finish off by how to create your own envelopes. So stay tuned and stay seated because today we're doing business documents on Tech Time. Welcome to Business Documents 101. We're going to look at how to do some basic business type things, and we'll start with how to do a block form business letter. I'm going to be showing you everything in Microsoft Word today. However, if you do have access to anything else, such as Google Docs, please feel free to use that. I would definitely recommend Google Docs. Or if you have your own word processing program other than Microsoft Word, feel free to use that as well. The formatting is going to be the same on any of the word processing documents. So we're going to start with our plain blank open space. Keep in mind that Microsoft Word and some of the others, like Google Docs, do have templates that you can use if you want to have everything organized without going in and doing it yourself. But creating the document yourself is also not that difficult. For a full block form business letter, we're going to start with our return address section. This is where you put your name. So I'm going to add my name. Underneath, you put your address. So I'm going to put the address of the library. The phone number. So again, I'm going to put the library's phone number. Of course, you would do this with your own phone number or your own business number. And then if you want, you can include your email address, which I will go ahead and include right here. Once you have your return address section set up, the next thing you're going to want to do is go down, and we're going to do 3 returns, and then we're going to put the date. So there we go. We're going to do the same thing, 3 returns, and now this is where you would put the name of the receiver, the person who is going to receive this memo, or I'm sorry, business letter. I'm just going to put name of receiver. If they have a special title, whoops, and I spelled receiver wrong. If they have a special title, please make sure you put their title, because you always want to be respectful and honor people's titles. The company name would come next. Cannot type today, sorry. And of course the address for the company. Alright, we're going to do 2 returns, and then we're going to put dear, and then whoever the letter is being addressed to. I'm just going to put dear person. We're going to return 2 times, and then now we're going to start the actual body of our letter. And this is your standard block form. So the content, and I'm just going to kind of type this out, content goes here. It'll be single spaced. You just let it wrap on its way down. Whenever you start a new paragraph, you will put a double space between. When you get to the end, you will put a double space between your final paragraph and your your end. So in this case, we might put sincerely, comma, return, leave space for your name. Too much space there. So you want to have your signature come after the sincerely. And then you just put your name and title. And there we go. So this is the standard layout for any kind of block form business letter. Where things might get a little interesting, some people like to have a specially made letterhead for these types of occasions because it looks nicer, it's more professional, and it also saves some space. As you can see, this really does take up a lot of room if you're doing it properly. If you would like to make your own special personal letterhead, I highly recommend using a program called Canva. Canva is something that you can access on the internet. It is an online program. You go to the Canva website, it's canva.com. At the website, you create an account. You can use a Google or Facebook account. They also allow you to just outright create a brand new, fresh account with them. But once the account is created, then you have access to all of their different designs, and it is a great desktop publishing application. One of the things I love about this, if you want to create a design, so let's say we want to do a letterhead. So I'm just going to type letterhead. Oh, there it is. So it's going to open up a brand new screen for me with all of the information I need to make a letterhead. The great thing about Canva is that it gives you many designs that you can choose from that are already made for you. All you have to do is personalize it, which can come in really handy. And again, when you choose one, like I just chose this one here, it does create a nice, very professional looking letterhead, and it doesn't have to look like this. You can choose other types, but it keeps everything in the top portion of the screen, which allows you to have more room in the middle of your paper for your actual business. This one also created a bottom part of the letterhead for some of that business contact information. So if you don't like the way this looks, setting it up through word processing, you should definitely try to go in and create your own using Canva. And then once you have made one that you like, all you have to do is download it. I would recommend downloading it as a picture, either a PNG or a JPEG, because that will solidify the top and bottom if you have a bottom and leave you the space in the middle. And then you just insert that onto your Word document, and then you just type in the middle space whatever your business is with the other person. Alright, we'll be coming back to Canva in just a moment. But now that we have created a block business letter, let's go ahead and go to another page. So I'm going to do Control Enter. It'll bring me to a clean page in Microsoft Word. So let's look at how to do a memo. Memos are pretty common in the business world, and people actually use them quite a bit, even if you're not in the business world. So what is the format for a proper memo? Well, I'm glad you asked. Similar to our business letter, we're going to start with your basic kind of the information that goes at the top. But the key difference is we want to specify that this is a memo. So you might type memo, or the long form is memorandum. Then you will put an extra space there and then address it to who it is that needs to get this information. So let's say you have a staff group that you want to send this to, so you might put all staff. Okay, we're going to double space down and put from, and then space over, so this is from me. I'm just going to put my name down. All right, don't forget the date. Next. And then finally the subject. What is the purpose of this memo? Once you have the information there, then you can start double spacing down and putting in your content of the information. So whatever the reason for the memo is, you would just fill that in, and that's it. Pretty simple. Keep in mind that Microsoft Word as well as Google Docs does have a template for this. So that means that you do not necessarily need to start from scratch if you don't want to. You're more than welcome to use their skeleton templates, but there's nothing wrong with starting it from scratch either. When you're finished, keep in mind that if you do have an attachment that goes with this memo, extra information that they need, then at the bottom, let me put content here really quick, do put attachments. That way, when they see that, then they know, oh, okay, I also need to look for the attachments that come with this memo. So again, see how everything is lined up. If you like the way Canva creates letterheads, it does also have memos. And you don't even need to type the memo on Microsoft Word or Google Docs. You could create your entire memo right here in Canva, download it as a PDF, and then send it out or print it out for everyone that needs to get it. So again, some really great options here using Canva that you can use to really professionalize the things that you're trying to create. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is making an envelope. So I am going to close this. It's going to ask me if I want to save, and I'm not going to. On Canva, just so you're aware, you can design your own envelopes if you'd like. Now it does not have, as you can see, because I typed it in, it does not have the envelope template there, but what it does allow you to do is create your own custom sizes for designing anything. So if you get really comfortable using Canva, you can figure out what your dimensions of your envelope is that you want to use, put those in as a custom, and then just start creating your own envelope. So it could be something simple, just like putting your return address information on there so that you print it on all your envelopes, and then you don't have to always do that. Microsoft Word is going to give us that ability as well. Just need to reopen it. Oh, it's taking some time. Bear with me. There we go. So under the layout option, you can choose the size of your document. Under size, you'll see that it does give you options for envelopes. And it does have the sizes that go along with it. So if you know the size of your envelope, you can choose the correct one here. I'm going to run with this one. That's a big envelope size. Let's try a smaller one, envelope 10. There you go, that's your normal envelope size. So it's showing up long ways, but picture it, this is where your information would go. The stamp would go right here, and then who you're sending it to in this middle bottom section. So you might be saying, hey, but something's wrong. If you start typing, it's going to go across and it's not going to put it in the right spot. You're right, we do need to alter this a little bit. So we're going to make some changes to the document so that we can get this working the way we need it to. First thing we're going to have to do is change the position of the words. In other words, the direction that it's going. So the easiest thing we can do is go to Insert. We're going to choose Text Box. And then we're just going to put in a simple text box. We're going to stretch it out just a bit here. And then just put it in with your information. So again, I'm going to put in the library's information. Now, to put it in the right direction, I'm just going to use this arrow and I'm going to just roll it. As you can see now, the text is facing the way it's supposed to. I'm going to move it into the proper position. And there we go. If you don't like the lines on the box, you can just go through and remove that. So for the shape outline, we are going to say no outline. There we go. And that takes care of the box. We do the same thing to put in the sender's address here, and then you're all set. Of course, you can make this as fancy as you want with your own font style. You could personalize it different colors if you have color printing. There's just so much that you can actually do to really make this your own. So have fun with it. Enjoy it. Add some images if you want to add images. Remember, when you're printing your own envelopes, you are more than welcome to go crazy, because who's going to tell you otherwise? All right, that's all that we have today for Business Documents 101. We went over how to create a simple block format business letter. We talked about creating a memo, and then I showed you how to create an envelope. We also talked about using Canva for any of these other purposes as well. So whichever method you decide to use, have fun with it, be creative, and enjoy. If you need anything, please feel free to ask us here at the library, and we'll be happy to answer your questions for you. As always, please leave a comment in the comment section below, show us some likes, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. We enjoy interacting with all of you, so the more comments and the more likes and the subscriptions that you follow, the more we can do that. Please check out all of our other videos that we have on our channel. We post every week, so check it out. Thank you again for joining me today on Tech Time.